Hello, good evening, good evening. All right, so let me welcome all of you for joining us here today. And I hope that you had a wonderful week, my people. All right, so we're going to get ready for the program, Mike at Night. Just give us a few seconds. All right, so what we want you to do is to share the live, people. We want you to just go and share the live with somebody and say, listen, Mike at Night is on, and be with us on today's program. Let me make sure that we have, all right, I'm not seeing the program moving. Let me see what is it that we're not doing right. Because clearly we're not on the screen. Let me make sure that we refresh that. All right, yes. So our screen stopped there just a while ago, but I think we have it working now. You know, when the technology beats you, it beats you. All right, so what we want you to do is to share the live, go to somebody and say, listen, Mike at Night is on. We're on this evening and we live and alive. All right, let me see our people that are on. Lyndon, yes, Chillax. Good evening, Chillax. You know, some people giving themselves radio names and social media names, and he gave himself Chillax. If you want, you could give your own self one also. Let me see who else we have on. McKinney, John. Nice having you, McKinney. Always a pleasure. Yes, who else we have? Lyndon. Well, we talked about Chillax already. We're talking now about Angel Golden Wilson. Yes. Lawrence Flement. Nice having you on. Charmaine Boyce. William James. Kenneth Hodge. Kenneth, just remind me what chef is. I think it's chef. What was it? Or chief or something, so I can't remember. That was the one he selected. All right. Yes, Charmaine. Nice, nice. You say you're seeing me. Great, great. Rachel, nice having you on also. Cassie Shangi, Candice Alexander, Sandra Lam. Wow, nice having everybody. Nice having everybody. Tell people that we're on. This is the Mike at Night. And let me tell you, if you wish to donate to this program, to make sure that this program, if it brings value to you, if it brings no value to you, that's all right. That's all right. But we're asking you just to go to the website, www.michael.at.stewart. You'll see it scroll across the bottom of your screen sooner or later. Go to the website, press donate, and you just press donate any amount on that. Just select which amount you want to donate. After all, if you really like it. If you don't like it, doesn't matter. All right. My dear little beautiful sister, Deanne Robinson, rock and come in, Miguel. Rock and come in. Nice having you on. Hope you had a good day, Deanne. All right. Yeah, tonight we have a good topic. Eh? This is a real nice topic. Top of the night, Curtis, Harry. Yeah, man, Curtis. By the time I hear top of the night, I know that is a CBA. Yes. Umadara from Guyana. Thank you very much. Joy, good to see you. All the rock and come in, man. Rock and come in. Some of all coming in late, but it's all right. We give the first 5 minutes or so for people to come on board, settle down on the program. Have you ever been in a relationship where you feel as though you're living with a tenant and not a partner? As though you're in a relationship with somebody who is not there. You have a ghost of a partner. Have you ever feel disconnected in a connected relationship? That's what we're talking about. Kieran David, good night, good night. Yeah, man, Kieran, good to see you. Edwin Tulsi, nice having you. All the rock and come in. Rock and come in, man. We have plenty to talk about tonight. I don't know how we're going to get through tonight. I really don't know how we're going to get through tonight. Right. So a lot of people are having their little issues. And tonight we're going to help you through some of those issues. I promise you that. We're going to help you to find out how do you know if your relationship is working or not, whether somebody has checked out of the relationship, because you know it is possible for somebody to check out of the relationship, right? I'm telling you, they could check out and you don't even realize that they completely check out of the relationship. You inside of the relationship, and some people are so oblivious to what's going on. When the person actually leaves, it shocks them. But long before somebody leaves you, they have left you. Sharon Andrews, my girl, good to see you. Amen to this topic, awesome topic. All right, William, go boy. Good night, brother. Sorry to be late. Yes, Cheryl, you are late. Thank you for having manners. Crystal Phillips. All right, somebody's messaged me telling me they're trying hard to find me. And I don't know how I'm going to help you at this time, you know, Miss Lady. I really would like to come and sort you out, but I can't sort you out at this hour. And she said she tried last week too, and she get in trouble. All right. Crystal say one of the best. Joanna Peters. Nice. Thank you very much. Good to have you. St. Vincent. All right. Sheila Thomas. Good evening. Eden Thomas. Wow. Nicely. Charmaine said, long before they leave, they're gone. That's right. You know, you have some people retire on the job, they just have not gone home yet. That's how some people are in relationships. Retire out of the relationship. You just wondering what is going on. You say, something ain't going right here. So let me help you, my dear people. Some signs. I want to give you some signs for you to know that this person may have checked out of the relationship. Now, let me warn you. Not every single one of them means that they have checked out, but it might mean that something is going on and you may need help. And if you do need counseling, the number is at the top there. For private confidential counseling, you just call that number 868-480-0080 and we will fix you up. Sometimes they need somebody to talk to. We can do it online, so even if you're not in Trinidad and Tobago, that's no problem at all. Yep. You could pay overseas and rock and come in. Okay. So let's not waste time. So let me give you a few things for you to know that this person has technically checked out of the relationship. Number one, you will tell yourself that the person has checked out of the relationship when, and I start putting them up there for the late people who come in. The late people who come in, eh? The late people who come in are writing it down for them. The lazy people. When the person is very distant. You're talking to them and it's as though they don't want to talk to you. You're communicating and you're trying to make a joke and it's as though you can't feel them. They can't feel you. Emotionally, they've checked out. Intimately, they are overseas. You just don't feel them. They don't feel you and you tell yourself that something is wrong. They're not talking, they're not connecting with me and so on. But you might not know. It doesn't matter if you don't know, but they might have. Something may have happened. And sometimes it is that they're hurt in relationships that bank up over a period of time. The person forgive, they start again. But sometimes the person has breached their promise to cease and desist from something they're doing, whether it is infidelity, whether it's because of the anger issues, whatever it is, whether it's because of their disrespect. But they keep warning you. And sometimes with a woman, it might be because she had an issue with you went and you have a child, or you went and you was unfaithful. I forgive you, you come back again, and we keep going through this cycle over and over, and they just had enough. Sometimes with a man, the man says that this woman doesn't respect me. She talks to me as though I'm the child in the house. She behaves as though she could treat me anyhow. And I've tired spoken about it, and I just can't handle it no more. Distant. Emotionally, they are gone. And once that takes place, the intimacy is gone. A lot of things follow that. Let's take the second one. Second one is a clue that the person might have checked out of your hotel. And one of the clues that they have checked out, they just ain't hand you the key yet, but they have checked out. When you check their room, nothing is in there. They are not there. They have moved out with everything. Emotionally, they have moved out. Psychologically, they have moved out. One of the clues is they are very critical. Very critical. They're always having a problem with you, what you do and how you do it and so on, because that's all they could see. They are so into the negative now that they see only what is wrong. Now, if you all don't start to talk about some things, it is just going to get worse. I'm telling you. You understand? And a psychologist wrote an article, and that article is a 2024 article. Yes? And they brought out so clearly, I think it's this Chase lady, Clarissa, not Clarissa Chase, that's another girl that I know, but it's a psychologist. And she shared some stuff that says, you know, I think sometimes we don't really appreciate or understand clues that's happening in our relationship. And a person can become very, very critical of some simple things, and you're asking yourself, but why do you have to make such a issue with this? They criticize how you cook, they criticize how you're late, they criticize how you're dressed, they criticize how you talk to them, they criticize how the heat of the day. They're very, very critical. But that is a sign that they just get so fed up. You see, sometimes when they get fed up, you start destroying and sabotaging everything around you. You're critical of the children, critical of the home, the condition of the home is kept. You're critical about the noise and so on. Oh boy, so many people trying to ask how to log on to this thing. I don't know how we're going to deal with that. So people, I think here's what I want you all to do. Whenever you find the page, people, click like. Once we go live, you'll be notified. You don't have to search for us again. All right? Sooner or later, I'm hoping that we wouldn't have this thing as to where to find me. You will be able to go straight to my website and just watch the show there. All the reruns are on my website also, www.michaelatstewart.com. All the reruns from the last couple of weeks or months and so on. So if you miss something, don't worry. You'll get it. All right, my people. So we're talking about the person becomes very, very critical. All right? Sheila said it's called self-destruct. Yes, that is true. Myrtle, you missed number one. Number one is on the screen, Myrtle. But even if I write the thing, Myrtle, man. Hey, my friend Deborah. Dale Penn. Nice. Good friend. Say hello to the hussy for me. Sharon said that's true. My distance is a sign. Once I no longer feel you, that's it. Yep. The person has checked out. I was living in a relationship with someone and I felt worse. I felt like I was in a relationship with a ghost. It's like the individual never there. I lived so many years until the individual had an unfortunate death and I was heartbroken. Wow. So sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Rachel. Josanne, St. Lucia, my friend. Yes, Josanne, you're late. Nice. You have manners. I like people when they have manners. Yes, and you rock and company. Nicely. You all need to turn the issues into tissues and flush them. William tune in from Grenada. Thank for the encouragement from our island-wide followers. Hey, William, welcome, William, welcome. All right. So, all right. Now, so we said, oh, Moodle now see it. It's written on the screen, my people. It's written on the screen. All right. So number one, the person is distant. Number two, the person is very, very critical of you. Number three, not only are they critical, but they're irritable. Irritable is they, it's as though when you talk to them, it's as though they can't stand you. Can you all feel me? They can't stand you. They screw up their face. They answer you hostile. Everything seems to annoy them. You're talking too loud. You disturb me. You wake me up. Everything. Yeah. You all know what I'm talking about? Rock and come in, Kenny Lake. Rock and come in. Yes. Joan Benjamin. All in the right place. Right place. Stop sweating the small stuff, Kenneth saying. All right. So you know what I'm talking about. At some point in time, you reach a relationship like that. And you probably get to a point that you're kind of confused and losing it and don't know, should you stay, should you go, what have you. Well, those are signs that you need to work on. But as I said, do not think that the person has checked out. It might be some things that are not being discussed, that you all are not addressing, that if they are addressed, the person will be able to recover. But the person is going through something because there are some people who suffer in silence. You might be in a relationship and the person has been suffering in silence because you are good with you. And you think because you good, they're supposed to be good. And they are not good. So you've got to be open to recognize that there might be something that going on with your partner. And if your partner is not happy, you should be concerned. You see this nonsense I hear people say, well, is that to them? I'm making myself happy alone and they have to see about their own happiness. I agree with that. People have to see about their happiness. I agree that nobody owes you the happiness. But you cannot be in a relationship and trivialize, ignore the discomfort of your partner at all. The Bible says, if you mourn, mourn with the person. If they're happy, be happy with them. So you rejoice with them and you go through the valley of the shadow of death with them. This disconnect nonsense that people have been using as phrases and so on, that destroying relationship and comfortable with who they are and not recognizing I cannot be in a relationship and not connect with whatever experience the other person is going through. Are you all getting me, my people? I hope so. Roxanne says a lot of time when someone keep talking about things affecting them, they will check out because they feel they're not being heard. Welcome, Roxanne. And that's her name, by the way. Welcome, Roxanne. Yeah, absolutely, Roxanne. If a person doesn't feel heard, they will talk, but then silence comes in. Sometimes the silence is for them to survive. And let me tell you, ladies, a lot of men who you are with, who are silent, they're in survival mode. They are trying to survive you, survive the experience and the relationship. And you say, well, he don't talk. He probably might not be talking for a reason. When you have a woman who talks and always saying what's on her mind, and all of a sudden she's not saying anymore what's on her mind, she's in survival mode. She has had enough. She's saying nothing and she's about to make a decision. You're telling me she's about to make a decision. You wait long enough and sit down there and say, well, you see, she's finally shut up. A silent woman is a dangerous woman. You hear that, man? Because she's thinking, plotting, she's strategizing. That's why some men go home and meet the house empty and did not recognize when the lady left. You understand? Because you were not listening. The silence, the sound of silence was loud and you weren't hearing it. Anyway, Myrtle says must be selfless, show more concern. You've got to. Got to. All those fellas who talking about, she always like to cry. She always have something to do. And ignoring that? Well, hello. It must be of concern. There must be a reason why she's crying. Must be a reason why she's unhappy. She's not going to wake up and say, oh, I'm just in the mood to be unhappy and I want to just upset everybody else around me. Something is happening. Inquire into it. Something that I noticed, many times women are more open to come for counseling and so on. And sometimes they'll beg the husband, the boyfriend to come for counseling. He ain't coming. Nobody could tell me how to live my life. No man could advise me, they will say. But when that woman gets to the point of fed up and decide, I'm not taking this no more. Many times the man wants counseling at that point. Fellas, don't wait. Don't wait to bring the frustration down. Ladies, don't wait till the frustration hit them. So one of the signs is that your partner is irritable. The person, that irritability of fed up and vexation and everything annoying them. The bed nasty, the sheet wash. Look how much cupboard in the place, the cobweb in the place and so on. Oh, you're so late. You're keeping me back. All of those are signs. Because it is not the lateness. It is not the unclean environment and so on. It is something much deeper. Yes. So that I want you all to know. Welcome, Shaw Roxanne said, marriage is a daily commitment indeed. Two become one. It is really a daily commitment, Marriage is not for the faint-hearted. As I heard one gentleman say, love is blind, but marriage just open it. Marriage just open your eyes. Sheila, but with all of that being said, why the person remain possessive? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Sheila. Anybody who wants to call in, you could call in. Just call 868 or call the number on the screen there. And we'll patch it through straight and you ask your question, if you wish. Roxanne said, a lot of time when someone keep talking about things affecting them, they will check out because they feel that, oh no, I read that already, sorry. Communication is key, said Josanne. Sometimes we have to listen to what is not being said. Deborah, you've been everywhere, man. Deborah say she experienced all of them things already. My boy Landon, I always recall a relationship that dipped in happiness and joy. It was only sometime down the road I was told I'm too negative. Example, if I saw something out of place, I'd quicker fuss about it as opposed to put it in place. Yeah. So I agree, London, sometimes our partners get fed up with things that we always having an issue with. And we could discourage people in not being contented and happy. When it comes to saying something good, we are we ration good words, complimentary words, pleasant words. We ration that. You know what ration mean? When things in short supply, you just give it out one-on-one. But when it is something that we are critical about, that it is negative and we're upset about, oh boy, we give it a flood. We are open to really talk about all the things that we don't like and that upset us. And sometimes our spouses get fed up of our constant complaining. And they check out. They actually check out. Lyndon said he does read between the lines, but you have bifocals. Absolutely. Do not trust me when I am silent. All right. Yeah. It's a dangerous thing when you see a woman get silent, You have stopped saying anything but still leaving. All right. Possessive meaning while the person check out but wants to know your every. Okay. All right. They have checked out but want to know every move. Who is that you're talking to? They don't show concern for you, but they're showing very concern if anybody is showing concern in you. Like one should check out from the time distance steps in. But sometimes we need to find out exactly what is going on before we check out. Joanna, I don't understand. You just yes, it has been a while, Joanna. Joanna is in Vincent. Good to have you. Rock and come in, Joanna. Nice having you. Easy to get into a relationship, said Deborah, but to get out is hard. If years have been invested and you live together, and let me tell you, it is a hard thing to be in a relationship feeling imprisoned in this relationship, but you don't feel as though the relationship gives you the kind of experience of security and peace and calm. It's not easy being in a hostile relationship, my people. Those points that you have posted on the board, can it be early signs of mental illness, says Lawrence? When the person is distant, critical, and irritable, yeah, it is. But you know, depression is a mental health issue. It means that mentally the person is not healthy, and a lot of us have mental health issues, and that is why we think mental health only means people who go crazy. But there are some people working in their jobs, senior position, and they're having mental health issues. Arlene Morris, rock and come in, my dear. Nice having you. All right. So we could continue now? All right. So I give all the three. I did you the favor for those people who late. I'm writing it down for all. I'm not sure I'm going to do it every night. Number 4. Number 4. To know if your partner is checking out. They don't tell you the love words again. And don't tell me you get old. And we married long time, so therefore you don't need to do it. I have heard people married 50-something years, 60-something years, still calling each other Dudu darling, me sugar plum, sweetie pie. So don't tell me nothing but age. Somebody said, we get old. We don't get old because, no, we get old. How does it go? We don't get old because, no, we get old. Anyway, I'll remember it later. I'll tell you it later when it comes to mind. Charmin asking what love words. All right, Charmin, I'll tell you. In case you have not had love words in a while, I will tell you. I love you. I miss you today, you know. I thought of you when I was in work. I saw something in a store, a dress, and I tell myself, you're going to look real sexy in that. But you see, a man may not want the love words, but a man wants the exalting words, the words that make him feel as though you're proud of him. Hey, you know, as feel safe when you are wrong. If the person makes something, let's say the person is a carpenter, builder, whatever it is, you know, I ain't nobody could build things like that, you know. When you're doing something, just really do a good job. Things that make him feel that they are words of affirmation, words that show him up. He might not be looking for the I love you, Dudu darling, and all of that and so on. Because we're not heavy on that. A woman might be heavy on that, but we want to know as though there is something that we do that makes you proud. You understand? We like to hear you talk to your friends and boast about us. So those are some of the things. All right, Joanna Peter said this topic is bringing back some bittersweet memories, but it was me checking out instead of my partner. Well, right. And that happens. That happens. Yes. True fact, says Rachel. There are many who are looking for what they already have. Once you're in a hostile relationship, that's abuse. Absolutely. All right. All right. Well, I'll get in it. Let me give you a next one. No, I told you all I would give you 5, but you all have been nice tonight. I think I will give all more than 5. I'll give all more than 4. Because we still have some time left. When the person say, anytime somebody is too busy, they are too busy. Yes, we will have some challenges with time. In every relationship, there's going to be a time constraint. But making no time? No, you can't tell me about that. You cannot tell me you cannot make any time for your children, for your spouse, for the people who matter. There is no such thing. But one of the ways people check out is to use time to check out. Yeah. Yes, Myrtle, I like that. Myrtle, you know how to talk to man. Myrtle say, when you tell the man, oh, life, I lost yourself, Myrtle, oh my goodness, it was such a nice one. Myrtle say, only you alone could make fish broth like that. I can't find it there now. But you know what a man feel when he hear that? Hear that? Hey, Myrtle, yes. You strike me then. Right. Yes, I see now. Only you alone could make fish broth like that. So you say something that really compliments the person. The amount of chat here, I'm telling you. I'm looking and looking. You all forgive me. I'm trying to make sure that I give respect to the people who have been trying to communicate. All right. Sharon said, never allow a man to check out on you. Never allow your husband or your wife, nobody, don't allow them to check out on you. They must walk out after you have done all you can. But don't let them walk out justifiably. My husband makes the best Chinese. Most things he does it neat and well. Nice. You must tell him that. You must tell them that because we are short in talking nice things in our relationship. We like to always say the things that are not going good. When the person fat, you tell them they're fat. You tell her, oh, you put on too much weight. When she lose weight, you say nothing. You understand? When she dress up nice, she looking nice and well put together, you say nothing. She wears something that is inappropriate or wears something that you don't think compliment her, you say something. Nah, you can't work it like that. Always operate as though it's a bank account. Deposit more nice complimentary words than you withdraw with criticism. But if you keep withdrawing by criticizing more often than you deposit, you will go bankrupt. You may find that that person closed the bank, fold up, and go out of business. And where does that leave you? Think about it. All right. Are you ready for the next one now? All right. So, no time. People make time for what is important for them. But let me put a balance in that. Sometimes you want the person to spend so much time with you. But when they spend all that time with you and they did not get the work done and make the money to be able to give you the living that you like, when the bills come, you turn around and criticize them. Oh, they're not making, they're not providing, and these bills outstanding, the rent ain't paid, and so on. They can't do both, but they can balance both. So allow some sense of rational thinking and say, I cannot expect the person to give me so much time, because in order for them to be able to meet the necessities, I'll have to give them some breathing space. You understand? All right. Charmaine says, I living in Windsor Castle. I've checked out from the south wing and living in the north wing. Charmaine, stop your slackness, Charmaine. Hey, the castle too big for you, Charmaine. It is too big. All right, let me see. I know that we've been having some internet problems earlier before we came on, eh? Deborah said we always flirt with each other, especially now in public, and she loves it nicely. You know, it have some spouse don't want to be seen holding hands in public, eh? And don't want to see being lovey-dovey in public. That's okay. All right, Charmaine said that's true. Sandra said there's 24 hours in a day. I think she's referring to the Sandra Adams, labored Adams. And I think what she's referring to then is when we said people make time for what is important for them. It's 24 hours in a day. You cannot be busy for the whole day of 24 hours that the people who matter to you, you can't connect with them. Children spell. Children spell love. They do not spell love L-O-V-E. Children spell love T-I-M-E. That's how children spell love. If you spend time with children, they feel loved. Think about it. If you don't spend time with children, you could provide them all the things you want and all the toys you want. They don't feel loved. Same thing with adults. Okay. All right now, my people. Let me go on to the next one now. 8:39. The time flying already. All right. So let's go to this next one. No shared dreams. No shared dreams. What do I mean by that? No shared dreams mean that they no longer share their future plans and things that they want to do and so on. You don't know what they're up to, and then this even comes up again a bit later down. So we don't do things together. We don't seem to have time to operate as one. You go your way, I go my way, you have your friends, I have my friends. She alone with the children doing things, and you off doing something else. You alone doing one thing, and your spouse, your wife don't even have time with you, or your girlfriend don't have time with you. She busy doing other things. You don't have shared dreams, you don't have shared goals. Shared goals is we both want to build a house. We both want to buy a piece of land. We both want to upgrade our education. We both want to send the children off to school. We have shared dreams. But when it is one person who has all the dreams and the next one just could not care if Monday fall on a Wednesday, then we have trouble. We have big trouble. So shared dreams is one thing. But number 7, you see, I give all the extra. I tell all it would have been 5, but I give all the extra. You don't have interest in the person's day. No interest in the person's day. What do I mean by that? You know, one of the things that is important in a relationship is to find out from somebody, how was your day? How did you pass a day? Just that alone. Even if the person has to say it was good. But the fact that you ask about it showed interest. But there are some people who want to talk about their day and some of the things that went through their day. And their spouse don't want to hear nothing. Oh gosh, this talk. I can't handle that. They don't want to hear it. They're not interested in your day. They're not interested about the issues that you went through. The people who said things to you and hurt you. So some of the anxious events that you had. And sometimes it might even be a happy event. Somebody told you something nice that you want to share with your spouse. They don't want to hear that. Oh gosh, why you had to tell me that? I'm tired. Let me sleep now. Why do you have a partner if you can't share your day with your partner, both the good and the bad of it? Sharing the bad part of the day is not complaining, it's sharing it. They just want somebody to listen and empathize with the near accident that they had, the driver who came and give them such a bad drive. They just want to share that. They don't want to just solve it. What's wrong with that? But the person doesn't want to hear that. That might be a sign that they have checked out. If they don't care about how your day went. And that's why we don't need to wait until we go home or after the end of the day to find out how a person day is. Just call. Hey, I'm just checking in. Just wanted to know how your day has been going. That's a nice thing to do. Sandra said just tonight she experienced that. I'm not too sure what Sandra is telling me that she experienced tonight. Because remember, you're on the Facebook, there's a delay in the transmission. So sometimes people are responding to something I've said and I've moved on to something else. I'm not too sure. Myrtle talk about companionship. Yep, we all want that. We are supposed to be each other's therapists. Yeah. And many times the person doesn't want advice. They don't want you to tell them anything. They just want you to listen. Therapist. Just want you to just listen to them and say, hey, girl. You need to give, if, Josanne, let me tell you, you talk something nicely. Josanne said, or Josiane said, that we need to give our spouse an outlet. Everybody need an outlet. You know why the Dead Sea is the Dead Sea? It has inlet only, no outlet. Nothing leaves it. And if anything only receives and does not, we get a chance to let out, it will die. That's why the Dead Sea is dead. Nothing lives in it. If you only eat and you don't get a chance to get an outlet, you will die. And if people are absorbing in their lives whole day, all kinds of things happening to them, who curse them in their work, how they get away with their boss, how somebody deceived them and so on, but they don't have an outlet for it, they will die. Or they will find an outlet. And you may not be happy who they find that outlet with. They may find somebody who will listen, who will show empathy, who will share, who will show concern. And people are drawn to places where they feel loved and safe. It's not that the person is looking to be unfaithful, not that the person is looking for a partner, but human beings drawn to where they feel safe, loved, and cared for. If you as the spouse not going to listen to them and give them an outlet, they will either have to choke with all the things they're going through, or they will find an outlet. That is not an excuse, it's an explanation. Yep. All right, let me see who's on. Sharon said, absolutely, we no longer care. There's no need to know about your day. Hey, Miss. Let me see who else is on. All right. All right. So be there to listen to your spouse. Let them rant. Let them rave. Give them a listening ear. Edwin Tuesday. Anytime things go on indifferent, it calls for attention. Yes. In that day, Paris, good evening. In that day, if it's now you're coming in, you might not know, but you have just breached the rule number 1 of Mike at Night. You rock and come in early. The first 5 minutes, you must be on board. Coming in now at 8:45 is late arrival. And it is punishable by corporal punishment. All right? All right. How many I give all you? 7. 7. All right. Let's see if we go again. I'm going to give all you, we have time, we're going to give you all another one. I will give you another one. Let me see if I can give you another one here. We talk about them not having no time. We talk about the shared dreams. We talk about no interest in your day. Let's talk about they avoid talking about future plans. Because they have, all right. Paris, I didn't know I have Bible class on a Tuesday. You are extremely forgiven. That is good reason. Yeah. We shall say, I only have one person that make my day bright. I speak to them in the morning, lunchtime, evening, and before bed. And if I don't find that individual, I cry most time and stress myself out. Well, we shall have to learn to cheer up yourself too, you know. Because that person going to need their space at some point. But I understand. All right. Avoid future plans. If the person doesn't plan to have a future with you, they wouldn't want to talk about getting married, making children, building house, moving into a bigger space, education, insurance. They don't want to hear all of those future plan things at all. They don't want to hear that. So they avoid it. And if you can't get, if the person that you are with, and you are in a relationship with this person, and the person does not want to talk about future, there's a high chance they don't have a future plan with you. You understand? So, unless it is too early to talk about future plans, but you must be willing, even at an early stage of a relationship. If you don't plan to have something in the future, then why did we start the relationship in the first place? We should have known that this thing has potential of going somewhere. That's why we're inside it. All you talk to me now. Tell me if I'm making sense. Tell me if I'm making sense now. Welcome, Roxanne. Say people can get too comfortable that they take their partner for granted. Amen. I think you preach there, Roxanne, and with that kind of sermon, you could pick up a collection. Because when we take people for granted, they said, you know, infidelity was the top thing why relationships fail. Money was another one that says the top thing that why relationships fail. Hear what they say now has come among the top, where couples grow apart. They just don't have anything in common. And that's why some people don't want to talk about future plans. They don't have anything in common. All you get me, my people? All right. Let me give you another shot. Two, it's never too early for the future plan. It gives you an idea where the relationship stands. It gives you an idea what the person is interested in. Because if the person only talk about sex and making love and going all kind of events, etc., then you know you're in trouble. I see Sandra Adams says lack of communication is one. If the person is not communicating, especially if they used to communicate, it's an indication. I'll take that on board. It is an indication, Sandra. Sharon said no compatibility. That, well, if you have no compatibility, that is going to rock it. All right. So if we get time, I might go over the number of them that I had promised. I said I would have given you an extension and may extend the extended. Let me see how much we could get inside of it. Let's take this one. This one is a nice one. The person becomes very secretive. A lot of things you don't know what's going on anymore. They are checking out. Their cell phone now has a code and you don't know it anymore. Before, you knew the code or they had no code. Now they have code and you don't know it. Secretive might be an indication that the person is checking out. When they take a call, they have to take the call away from you. Might be they're checking out. Major things in their life that is happening, whether it's their health or with their families, your in-laws, all of that. You don't know what's going on. Watch that. Watch that. Person is about to check out. So you need to find out, as we said, let me repeat this, not these here, not an affirmative, but they are signals. They are subtle signals that the person is checking out. Landon says it sounds familiar. Which one sounds familiar, Landon? The secretive attitude? Right, Sandra. You walk in the room, conversation stop. Or the tone of the conversation change. They were talking soft, soft, soft. Now they're talking loud, loud, loud. Yeah. Oh, God. Josiane say, Mike is a surprise they're planning. Every day, so Josiane, they're planning a surprise every day. Every so often, all hours of the night, you're planning surprise. Yeah, man. You're trying to bat for them. Landon says the secret attitude. Yes, yes, yes. Uh-huh. All limes, no invite for me. All right, yeah. They're going out by themselves. Long time they used to want you to come. Now they ain't even asking you to come. Yeah, they're going and they're not saying where they're going. I'm going down the road. I gonna see you later. And you don't know when later is. Welcome, Oxan. Don't take on London with that. Not London, Josiane, but the surprise. All right, so let me give a next one. When you have a conflict and you all have a problem, the person who is willing to check out has no intention to solve that problem. Because you could get so frustrated in the relationship of trying so hard that you no longer wish to even solve your issues anymore. You quarrel. You accuse me. You're fed up. Okay, fine. You're fed up. Then leave if you want. They have no more energy. Why? Because that person that you are checking out. That is why you're operating like that. You are actually checking out. Or that other person is checking out because they don't have what it takes to solve conflict. So, as my mother used to say, where it hang, it swing. For my non-local viewers, mean wherever something is hanging, there it is going to blow in the wind. And my father put it another way. Either we swing together or we hang separately. If you tie two people together on a tree, on a branch, one is about to jump to swing across to the other side or to our next branch. You who tied to that person have got to be prepared to jump with that one who's jumping, even if you didn't agree to jump. Because either we swing together or we shall hang separately. Because when that person swing and that rope tie and tighten around them because they pulled attention on it and you are holding onto the branch, pulling attention, you will hang separately. So sometimes you just got to go. To solve a conflict, you might have to go with the person. Do something like, so, hey, Roxanne, where you from? I find you have some saying in the head, you know, I know, where are you from, Roxanne? You know, think, que sera, handle. Notice. My phone has a code from day one, said Curtis. When I have to use it, put it on the code in their present. All right? You put in the code in the present. All right? That's all right. Well, my wife, she has a very poor brain for codes. Every time she uses the phone, she has to ask me what the code is. You understand? Now, there are some spouses they just watch what the husband put in and the eye just go sideways and read it. You know? Read the code and they remember it. Where he hang, lay he swing. All right. Okay. So I gave you all a 10. All one, I think we have about 2 more minutes. You all want any more on this? Should we give you any more? Let me know. Put up some hearts. Let me see if I should give you about 1 or 2 more. Huh? They are good with that. Says all right. Could you say all are good with that? Oh no, but seeing people with hearts. All right. Run them over. Hit on the screen. All right. All right. So let me just, some say they want 1 more. Let me give you it. Somebody who's checked out, they don't make an effort to make you feel special. They don't. They avoid doing anything that it's your birthday. It is a special time. It's probably your anniversary, whatever it is. They do nothing to make you feel special. It's as though they're sending some clear signal. They're not doing anything to make the relationship work. They're not going to sit down and deal with you. They almost become numb. They have checked out. Now, the fact that they have checked out means that they themselves going through some things, but it also could mean that you have ignored some stuff that was affecting that person for too long. So I want to tell people as we wrap it up, if you're going to use time and invest in a relationship, give it the best chance for it to work, okay? There are too many people hurting because of broken relationships. There are people who have gotten to the point that they don't even think relationships working for them anymore because they've been hurt so often. They don't feel as though the relationship is worth even fighting for. And there are times that we feel too much of an ego to appear as though we want the relationship. So we come with this strong-mindedness and say, if they want to go, go. But we really want the relationship. Part of it is learning to be vulnerable and say, let's sit down. Let's sit down and talk. So as we sit down and talk, if you need help, if you need somebody to sit down with you, because two people who might be in the issue may not be in a position to sit down without the rancor and the accusation, but you might need help. We willing to offer it. See that sign up there, private and confidential counseling. 868-480-0080. All right? We might be able to save your issues. We might save your relationship. Also, people, if you're willing to donate, we would be happy to accept your donation for this program. If you like the program, you will see it coming across your screen in just a while. To donate, you can go to www.michael80stewart. On the front page, you will see the word donate at the top. You press that and you press how much you're willing to donate for this program. If you like something, support it. If you like somebody, support them. Because that's the policy that we have. All right, my people. Thank you all so much. You are lovely.